annually, doesn't matter, get out there and do it. $24,000 a month in recurring revenue this year alone, just on net new business from our existing clients. $24,000 a month in recurring revenue. That's huge. Cross-sell, upsell. Do you want a security stack with that? Right? You have those conversations with them. You need a firewall. This is why you need it. If you've sold them stuff in the past, make this part of their new package. Bring this to market. What I did is I literally scheduled a breakfast or lunch with every one of my clients. And let me tell you, there's a knitting circle in the UK, and they travel across the US, and these people, they literally have knitting conferences. How do you know that? I talked to a grandmother that's one of our clients, and she literally shared stories about this knitting thing that she's doing. She's going to the UK. And I'm like, I've learned about so many different things. I've learned about the Chattanooga choo-choo and some trips to take in different places. These are all breakfasts I have with my clients. But here's the cool thing is, I let them know that we're looking at security stacks because the landscape is changing. And I'm going to be coming back to you with new products, new things, right? You have to plant the seeds. What is marketing anyway? To me, it's planting seeds. Every marketing campaign that we send out, we literally are planting a seed. The first campaign that goes out, and every time I send a campaign, every quarter, every month, every touch that I do, I'm watering that seed. Now, the 80-20 principle tells me that only 20% of those are going to produce anything. But if I stop watering, none of them produce. You literally have to keep watering. Because what happens when you keep going back to your clients and you're staying front of mind, they literally will call you when they have a problem. I have a BMW for sale. Anybody want to buy it? No? You go home today or you step outside and the trash truck ran into your car, you might call me and say, what kind of car do you have? You're not in the market to buy a car today, but because I mentioned it, tonight you had the tree fell on it because the storm blew through, you might be interested in my car. So if you're not out there marketing to your clients and your prospects, how do they even know that you exist? Right? You have to be out there in front of them. Now, one of the things that I like to do personally, tomorrow you're going to work on an actual implementation plan, right? You're going to look at the marketing. Spreadsheets are okay. I'm a visual guy. I literally have this office, it's a desk calendar. We put it on the wall every single year. We use Post-its. We write out the different campaigns we're going to do. We can move them around, different weeks, different events. Different ones are different colors. Producers clubs are one color. Speaking engagements a different one. Anything that we're doing marketing-wise, it all goes on this wall. And we can go in and we're like, look, you know what? We've got this thing that's coming up. Let's go ahead and move it around. But we're going to be doing something every single week. And this was just a planning of this. This was not the full board. I really want to go back and find my 2016 board. That thing was maxed out. We did 203 campaigns. But if you want to use the spreadsheet, 100% fine. I love the visualization of having it on the wall. All right. Third thing you have to have is a sales process. You're doing all this marketing, you're getting leads, and you go out there and you're stuck in sales. What's going to happen? You're going to get frustrated with the market. You're going to say, well, this doesn't work. Well, actually, it does work. It's just you can't close the sale. So here's the first thing you need to know. The first thing in your sales process, this is part of your marketing process, is every campaign you send, you have to make the follow-up calls. You think just because they open the letter, they're going to pick up the phone and call you and say, oh, I got to have your services. You literally have to make the follow-up calls. And I remember the first time, maybe my car's bad day. I actually named it bad day because it's the letter that started it all for me. Because my marketing person came to me and she said, can I please just send a letter without you changing Robin's content? And I said, sure, but yes, just let Robin do it. I said, okay, send it. She sent it out without making any changes except for the logos and our testimonials. And I remember her running through the office saying, I got one, I got one. She literally did the follow-up calls, and she was in the W's. And this company called in, and they were a CPA firm that was splitting. And we ended up selling them $75,000 worth of brand new equipment because they were setting up a new office, and we closed them on $1,500 a month in recurring revenue. That was off the bad day letter. That's why I named my car Bad Day. So you absolutely have to make the follow-up calls. The other thing is, you have to close the leads that come in. When you go out there, you're going to do the marketing, and the leads, they're going to come in. They're going to flow. But don't go out there and throw up on them. Don't just go out there and say, we monitor everything, right? We manage everything. We do updates. Crap, everybody in this room probably goes out there and says the same thing. You have to learn to go out there. And here's the thing, have a process. Literally, Jack Daly's book is, I forget the name of it, but it's a sales playbook. But you can get Jack Daly's book, and he talks about literally going into a client meeting, sitting down with them. When you get back to your car, you send them a thank you note, a handwritten thank you note. How many people send handwritten thank you notes? A few of you. If your competitors in this room, you should have looked around to see. Because if you now start sending those, you're doing something your competitor is not doing. So go out there, have your documented process of how you do your sales. Okay, if you do network discoveries, then this is the process it works on. This is how we do it. If you do the network assessment, use rapid fire tools, whatever tool you want to use, but literally package it up so you can go back there. And what I always like to do when we do these network assessments, and Robin mentioned it earlier, she said when you go into, you have to understand and know why they called you. And here's what we do. We always find their pain points. After the network assessment, you come back, you remind them of their pain points. You remind them why they called you for that first meeting to begin with. You put them back into that painful state, and then you show them how your services can eliminate all these problems. But here's the key. You have to sell the value, not on price. People do not want to be sold. You hear that? People don't want to be sold. People want to be educated, and they want to make a buying decision. People want to buy a product or a service. They don't want to be sold a product or service. So go out there and educate them on the dangers, the threat landscapes, why they have to make the changes today, and why it costs more today than it ever has before, because the threat landscape is bigger, stronger, and higher than ever before. And here's the other thing you need to do. Step number 4 is get an accountability group. If you haven't gone through rapid implementation, those of you that have, you understand that accountability. Every week you're on a call. You got a 30-day checklist and a 90-day checklist. You have to be accountable. I have a one-on-one accountability call every Wednesday afternoon. I'm missing it today. And I've already messaged back and forth with my accountability partner, and he and I push each other individually on things that we're supposed to be working on. Find that accountability group. Now, why do I use geese? Because did you know geese flying in this formation can fly 70% farther? 70% farther by letting somebody take on all the headwind. And then they get exhausted, they fall to the back, the next bird steps up. So sometimes you need to rely on other people. And so you don't need to wait another day to find somebody to be accountable to. Find the guy next to you, the lady next to you. Trade cards, share information, join rapid implementation, get accelerators. I mean, they've got accountability groups. I'm one of the coaches. And then here's the other thing. Build a phenomenal team. And your people come first. Your people come before the clients. I have literally fired clients for not treating my people, my team, with respect. I've given them notice, and then fired clients that were paying me well over $1,000 a month because they were not respectful to my team. My team has been with me. Troy just celebrated, I think, his 13th year, and Ron's been there 17. My team has been around for a very long time, especially your marketing people. You have to have somebody, even if you hire a part-time marketing person. The first marketing person I hired was a stay-at-home mom. She needed part-time stuff to do, and she was phenomenal. She actually became one of my best salespeople. And then she got engaged to get married, and all that. But your marketing person, please work with them. Robin said it earlier. Don't just say, here's Robin's stuff, go read it. Give them some guidance. Let them attend a 2-day rapid implementation workshop. It's the first thing I did when I hired my new marketing person, when Patty retired. I said, can I please send them through rapid? And she attended a 2-day workshop. And that's where you're really going to get the understanding of what Robin is, what the material does, and how to do this. Because it gives you a 30-day checklist as well as a 90-day checklist. And as we're out there and we're spinning those plates and things get busy, we forget to do things. We get caught up in the day-to-day, and we forget that we need to grow our business. And I'll tell you, the sooner you can get out of doing the tech work, the better. I literally switched to a MacBook. I use a Mac, and then they're like, hey, can you cover help desk? I'm like, nope, I don't know how to log into Windows 10. Sorry. So you do not want me working on your computers anymore, right? So a lot of people think that success is easy. I've had a lot of people, look at me and go, oh, you want a car, man? You must be lucky. Lucky's that right there on the right. That's what I went to lucky was success. Now here's the key. You absolutely have to take action. Don't delay. There's no excuses. If you want to make a change in your life, if you don't want to stand here next year and say, I'm still the problem, okay? And yet you want to say, I can do it. And every day you wake up and you tell yourself, I can do this. I can do this. If this country boy joined the military when he was 17 years old to get out of that little small hick town can do this, I can do this. I'm in Nashville. I was in Nashville when Nashville wasn't cool. And the business, the economy right now is booming in Nashville. You can't even afford properties there. It is unbelievable how many new businesses are starting up in Nashville. But that's not why I'm growing. I was growing way before that ever happened. Because I changed my mindset. Because I came to one of Robin's meetings and I made the decision that I was going to make changes. And so one thing that you have to know is that nothing happens in your comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort zone and make the magic happen. Thanks, guys.